The Tyrannosaurus rex has always been recognized as fearsome. The New York Times labeled it as the prize fighter of antiquity when the first mounted T.rex bones were displayed in 1906. But thanks to two British researchers, it is now clear that this giant carnivore bit harder than experts had previously thought. A lot harder. But just how much bite force did T.rex have? Stay tuned and find out. Much controversial wisdom about the world's most famous dinosaur species has been called into question in the recent years. For instance, whether or not the T-Rex could run fast or only plod along. Likewise, some have contended that the supposedly mighty predator actually had a modest bite, limiting T-Rex to scavenging. To see just how forcefully the T-Rex could bite, biomechanics involved in a new study used laser scanners to digitize a juvenile and an adult T-Rex skull. The team then used computer models to reconstruct the dinosaur's jaw muscles and analyze its bite performance. The model suggests that an adult T-Rex was capable of a maximum bite force of over 35,000 to 57,000 newtons at its back teeth. That's more than 4 times higher than the past estimates, and 10 times more forceful than a bite of a modern alligator. Although T-Rex may have possessed the most powerful bite of any land animal, it apparently paled in comparison to that of Megalodon. These megatoothed sharks may have grown up to be over 50 feet long and weighed up to 30 times higher than the largest great white shark. Past Megalodon research suggests that these giant marine predators could chomp with more than 3 times the force of T-Rex, based on new figures. The bite force of a Megalodon, just because it was so much larger bodied, would have been bigger. T-Rex could have bitten with 10 times the force of an alligator, but would it have? Answering that question would require an estimate of how much stress the T-Rex's skull could take. When two biomechanists used computer models to simulate the T-Rex's bite, the result was quite surprising. A maximum bite force of almost 12,800 pounds is about the equivalent of an adult T-Rex's body weight, or 13 Steinway Model D concert grand pianos slamming down on its prey. That would make T-Rex the hardest biting terrestrial animal ever known. But Megalodon, an extinct giant shark, bit at an estimate of 41,000 pounds, Dinosaurus, an ancient crocodilian, at about 23,000 pounds. The two biomechanists figure it was around 2 to 3 times greater than previous estimates, 6 to 7 times greater than the biting force they calculated for the dinosaur Allosaurus, and about 3.5 times greater than the hardest bite force measured in an extinct species. The posterior part of the skull that housed the muscles was particularly large. Rare juvenile T-Rex skeletons indicate that these dinosaurs were leggy runners, with relatively shallow skulls that were incapable of anchoring their muscles, which would generate a bite that would be proportional to the adults. In the test performed by the two biomechanics, a juvenile T-Rex bite topped out at around 880 pounds, but as the animal matured, its jaw-closing muscles grew exponentially to the point that they were huge. Even for an animal of its colossal size, young T-Rexes were still formidable. They just targeted different prey. While the juveniles raced down small game, biomechanist Bates notes that the adults had the power to bring down mega herbivores such as Edmontosaurus and Triceratops. Tyrannosaurus rex may not have been the largest land predator, but with a bite force of over 12,800 pounds, T-Rex was definitely one of the stronger. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe, and while you're at it, hit that notification bell so you'll be notified of any future videos. What did you think of today's topic? What video should I look into next? Please be sure to let me know in the comment section down below. This has been your host, Kieran Crabtree, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.